Carpentero Cuisine!
Hey everybody, what's up? It's Lasercorn here with Mahalo Video Games, and today we're bringing you a Starcraft 2 mod called Aiur Chef. Now, Aiur Chef is a Blizzard mod in which you run around and you kill stuff on the map in order to create delicious, tasty dishes. You can't see it right now, but if you were actually playing the game, there would be a list of 3 dishes you could create up here, with the most expensive one at the bottom, and then next to each of them a list of the ingredients you need. The special ingredient is pear, which means any dish you're creating in this first round, you're going to be needing pear. So players should try and get that first. Check what the special ingredient is and go right after it. Then you can decide and kind of look around the map for where stuff is. As you can see, these little icons here, Pylon, Powerade, Holstein cheese, these all tell you where the different ingredients are. Here's a Zergling shank, and you just right click on the ingredient to pick it up. Not a big deal, although this guy Tebow can't seem to figure it out. But you just pick up the ingredients. You'll have, when you're playing, you'll see 6 slots right there. And okay, here's the scoreboard. So it looks like Archangel already in the early lead, and I'm trailing. He made a dish worth 150 points. I made one worth 100. So he's in the lead right now. Yeah, so you just look at what, this is a scantipede leg. You look at what dishes you want to make, and then you go grab the ingredients. And you also have a boost feature, the Zealot legs. If you just hit Q, that's your hotkey for it, and you should be using that whenever it recharges, because let's face it, in a game where the primary goal is to get ingredients and get back to the kitchen as fast as possible, you want to be moving as fast as possible, and to do that you have to use the dash. And so you could see me dashing around, chilling, trying to figure out what the heck's going on. Maybe using some language that Blizzard didn't find appropriate. Archangel, I'm going to keep checking back on him because he's a fierce competitor, and he is in the lead right now with 300. Hey, look at him attack that scantipede. He really wants that food. As you can see, these little minor creatures like scantipedes, they will attack you, but they won't do very much damage. Later on, larger creatures will attack you, such as Ultralisks, and even strange creatures called Pigalisks show up, and you will need to grab these health cubes that float around. These replenish your health and psi, and you will need to grab those, otherwise you will die. Here we see one of the special abilities, Compelled to Dance. Now that's an ability that actually would be located here when you're playing the game in your kind of items bar where you keep all your ingredients. You also have other powers that are located over here. Dash is one of them, and then let's check and see. Yes, our Archangel has Musk as well, which compels enemies to attack you. So if he had cast it on someone up here by these Zerglings, all the Zerglings that were near, say I was over here near me when he cast it on me, would come and try and kill me. So it's an interesting power to have. And looks like someone had a Psystorm there that they threw down on one of their opponents. I showed up and sprayed this guy, I think, which caused these Scantipedes to want to kill him. Scantipedes normally pretty non-violent creatures, but in this case, with the musk on, they became angry. And wow, even now that the musk is worn off, they still want to kill this guy, and he's going to have to fight for his life. Will he live? Yes, Scantipedes are weak, but he's down to 29 health, and that can be bad if you don't have a lot of health. Meanwhile, checking the scoreboards, Archangel still with that lead. He's 125 points ahead of me. Looks like Riksha in third place here behind me. And round 1 will be coming to a close. You can see there's a game timer up here. There's that Compelled to Dance power up again. Use those as soon as you get them, pretty much, because it doesn't really matter when you slow people down, just so as long as you do slow them down. And also, you want to free up room in your inventory bar. That's one of those powers that takes up room that could be used for delicious ingredients. So that's pretty much how you play that I showed you during round 1. And we'll keep an eye on Archangel here, and we'll send him into high speed mode so that we can get through this third round. And you can see, excellent strategy, very efficient. He makes a loop when he's going for ingredients, so he maps out where he wants to go, and then he goes and gets those ingredients. Some players just run around like chickens with their heads cut off, like I did my first few games, and those players are going to lose to players like Archangel. Also, it's important, like, now you see he has another power here called Blind. Now, Blind and Musk are abilities you can cast on other players, but you don't really want to hunt them down and cast them on other players. You just want to, if you see them in passing, go ahead and throw down a Musk or a Blind on them. But to hunt them down is really just wasting time you could be using getting ingredients. And it really doesn't help you that much. It won't boost your score any to cast Musk or Blind on an opponent. So use your dash ability whenever you can. Musk and Blind, if you see someone and you're not in the middle of fighting or getting ingredients, go ahead and use that. But otherwise, don't go out of your way to use it. And it looks like we'll be finishing up the round here shortly and heading into the final round. Let's check that scoreboard. It looks like 1,300 for Archangel, 1,150 as Lasercorn, trailing just a little bit. Ooh, but I do get one last-minute dish in there. Hey. And you can see here in the third round the ingredient is Ultralisk. So we'll have to go over here and fight these big mean Ultralisks who do a lot of damage and can actually kill you. They're very, very dangerous. And me and Archangel here, he has cast Musk on me and I have blinded him. So we are not liking each other because we see we're kind of close in the scores, but we both need to go get that Ultralisk meat. And here I employ a strategy that players in this game find a little bit cheesy, but it works. I wait till they kill an enemy for me, and then I take their Ultralisk meat from them. And you can't see, but some Ultralisk meat definitely got added to my inventory there, and I am done collecting it while Archangel here has to go find another Ultralisk because I stole too much of his. And he finds one chasing down RKSH. It looks like he didn't have really enough health to be taking on an Ultralisk, and so he ended up having to run away. So be careful, be mindful of your health. Like I said, there's health cubes right back here by the base. If you're injured at all, before you go after an Ultralisk, you should run over there and pick one up. Ultralisk, or in some rounds, the ingredients are random, and in some rounds it'll be High Templar or something, and they'll Psystorm you. So make sure you get healed up when you're about to head out after a dangerous enemy, usually in the third round. And here we go. I'm going back after these Ultralisks. You can see I did heal up, so I was at full health and full shields, but you could see how quickly the Ultralisks take down those shields and really messed my day up there. But that's okay, I'll just go get healed up later. And Archangel over here as well, trying to get some foodstuffs from the Ultralisk. This one all the way back in the base. If you can find Ultralisk closer to the front, that's going to save you time. Like this guy here, if he had found that guy, he might have saved himself a couple seconds. But I don't think he's too worried about it because he still does have that lead, 1550. Oh no, I'm sorry, I've stolen the lead at this point to 1650. And so I have taken a scant lead, kind of like a scantipede. But Archangel takes it right back as he delivers that dish to move himself up to 1800 points. And there really is no matchmaking system, by the way, for this guy, so that's why you see such a huge discrepancy in scores. Our green player, Tebow, here only has 175, so he's probably new to this mode. You kind of just got to jump in head first and try and learn as you go along. You can see I got blinded there. The blind ability makes it very hard to see in front of you, hard to find those delicious ingredients that you'll need to make your dishes. These guys give you like chicken nuggets, which is pretty cool. And not a good spray there by Archangel because there's no opponents around me, no friendly creatures. But I don't think it really matters. I think you just want to spray me with that skunky stuff and say, hey, I'm still ahead of you. But it's not over yet, kids, because I can still make some delicious food. So I'm heading back out. You can see Rickshaw, he's our third place player. He's not that far behind me, so he's got a chance to steal second. I think I have a chance to steal first. I'm trying to do it. Not using my dash as much as I should. You could see your dash should always be pretty much in cooldown mode when you're playing this game. So kind of a noob move here, not using my dash as much as I should have. And I think I stopped to check and see what ingredients I needed there too. Rickshaw knows exactly what he wants to go for. He wants some of that Ultralisk tastiness. And it looks like Archangel needs some of that too. So we're all coming here after this one Ultralisk. He probably is wondering what the hell's going on, why these three zealots have decided to pick on him. But we get ourselves some Ultralisk Shank and blinded again. What happens there is just kind of the fog of war. Well, I'm not even going to switch to my view because it's It's too late because it's worn off. But the fog of war kind of surrounds you, and you can't really see much ahead of you in the way of creatures and stuff like that. Ooh, a little side burst there from me, you might have seen, just to push my opponent back. But I can't stop him. He just keeps coming. And if I had stopped him somehow from delivering that last dish, I might have beat him. But he's 100 points ahead of me. And as you can see, the clock ticking down, it doesn't look like our hero, Lasercorn, is going to be able to deliver one more dish. And, yep, that's it. I GG him. Archangel takes it. So, good game. It's a fun little mini game. Blizzard made it. Put some work into it for you guys. They know you're waiting for that Heart of the Swarm to come out. You want it, but you can't have it. So they put this out to kind of whet your appetite for StarCraft 2. Give it a try. It's a fun little diversion from a normal game.